This Amazon Echo Show thing was sent in to me by David F. And David F says, "Hi, long-time fan of the show, finally got around to sending you something. This Echo device's touchscreen doesn't work, so it's stuck in setup mode after a factory reset. Amazon weren't particularly helpful. No surprise there. So I'm donating this to you. Enjoy, David F." Right.
So?
The good news is that this is not going to be blacklisted or whatever it is that Amazon do to products when people return them. So if I can get this working, it should be usable. Let's plug it in and let's see what it does. Nothing. Ah, there we go. Okay. Select device language. Okay. So you can't even set it up because the touchscreen...
To get started, please select your device language.
Yeah.
To hear the languages spoken out loud, swipe right or left anywhere.
Well, I would do if the touchscreen worked. No, it's literally no response anywhere on that screen. So the whole thing is dead. It's not like it's got dead spots on it. Right, I mean, I don't know how easy that's going to be to repair. I'm guessing not very. Let's try and open it up and see if we can see anything. Oh, no visible screws. Hurrah.
Amazon Echo with a touchscreen that's burst.
Can't touch this.
MC Hammer, we trust. Cooey Jing is how you supposed to set this up. Free on TV, you can, it's a brick, yo. The return of the lefty Adam Taylor. Good to have you back in the CD, bruh. Back to this device, the Echo Show. How'd you get in? Christopher Show. I just scratch out the visible screws. And somebody deal with hot air you can't lose. Timber's like the bugs and plastic getting charred. Yeah, believe melting and start to Princess Wizard. I'll hail the HHD, but not before. We end the CDs with the legend Sigma 4. David Hall so fresh, welcome to the pack. In a steam company with Kid Bakes and Heart Attack. Nate Lucas, Steve the Panic, Michael Biggie, Jonathan Hyde and Pappy Wappy Kid V. Get the money on goalie and kiss songs. Andy Banks, Dennis Braun, Flux. John Prushik, Iconic, Sassy B. Sarah Cat, Larry, W, Greaves Z. Frosty Kuslo, James Fryman, no mistake. It's the baker's dream, that is paddle cake. Peace.
Right, we're in. So I had to remove this space plate, which was glued down, so I had to use some hot air to get that off. Then there was 3 screws under here, and then this front bezel was just clipped on. So it wasn't that bad. Like anything, it's easy when you know how. Right, so where's the touch screen? It's gonna be one of these 3, isn't it? Probably not that one. So it's gonna be one of these 2, and I'm guessing, well, I don't know. But let's get this board out. Let's see if we can figure out which one it is. I can't quite work out what's going on here. So I don't want to break this connector, so I'm going to get that under the microscope, I think. Looks like it's stuck down as well as being clipped. Okay. Is that all stuck down? It is. I don't want to rip it. There we go. We got it. Excellent. So the touchscreen is going to be one of these 2 areas here. I'm thinking it's this one. This looks more like the display because it's got 33 pins, and this has got what, 8? So I think it's this area here. There's nothing jumping out immediately. we've got a few capacitors there, so let's start off with testing the capacitors. But actually, before I do that, let's just make sure this is solid. There's a little bit of movement in some of these. I think they're okay though, but I'm going to check them on continuity. Altimeter on continuity. I mean, you can see how small it is from... Look, these are sharp points on the end of my probes here. You can see how small they are. Right, I'm either not getting at that one, or that's got no continuity. Oh, yes it has. Okay, I think it's okay. Right, well, while we're in continuity, let's see if we've got any shorts. So, black probe on ground. Right, those resistors are shorted to ground on both sides. But that might be normal. No, I don't think so, but those resistors... O1X, I don't even know what they are. There's continuity through them, and they're both on ground. But that might be normal. Plus, they go up here to this, what I think is the display part of it, not the touchscreen. So what drives this touchscreen? It says U1918, like there should be like a 4 BGA little chip there, and there's nothing. It's not fallen off, has it? I didn't see it, if it has. Just going around the rest of the board, just seeing if there's anything obvious. I mean, presume that this area is connected somewhere else through some wires or under the other side of the board. And we've got a load of test points there. We do have some chips. So, seeing as I don't know what any of these things do, let's also check for shorts on this side of the board. Let's turn that around. What does that say? Is that UL1K or VL1K16? Right, that's a lattice semiconductor IC40 ultralight FPGA S. Whatever that is. I don't think it's anything to do with the touchscreen.
Voiceover Steve here. Just to save a little bit of time, I go through the rest of this board and I identify the chips that I can see. This one on the screen now is a Realtek, which is an audio chip. Should have known that, but I didn't. And basically I checked for shorts and couldn't find anything, and then this happened.
Oh. Yes. I found something. Those three, that one, everything here is ground. Yep. Right. So where does that... Oh, it goes under there, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to have to take this shielding off, I think. I think it's soldered on. So I'm going to have to heat up the area. Don't think there's anything there to melt. You never know. I will just take these pads off because they're just going to disintegrate. Because of the size of the components under there, I'm hoping I got that off without disturbing any. I can see stuff that's moved, actually. Yeah, everything's moved. Damn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that area shouldn't look like that. I'm just hoping everything's still there. Well, let's just put everything back if we can. I think it is just there, isn't it? Yeah, everything else looks intact. Right, I hope I can work out where everything goes. It's pretty obvious that that one goes there. That presumably there. I don't know where that... Oh, that would come from there. And it'll be that way round. Will it? What a mess. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh, I got the shakes today, which is not good when you're working with stuff so blooming small. No! Phew, I think I found it. I mean, it might have just been another random one off another board that went flying, but it looks right, doesn't it? Wow. I can't stress how small this is. It looks massive on the screen. It's really not. This is really difficult. Plus I'm rubbish at this, so that doesn't help. I did see the bridge on the chip, and I will be addressing that. But I need to clean this up and just make sure everything is roughly where it's supposed to be. Right, I think we're good. I think I've pretty much repaired the damage that I caused. This is not going to be easy either, but I'll try. Right, nice. I think we're good. So now we're back to where we were before I took the shield off. Let's see if that short is still there. I'm guessing it's going to be. It was on all of this path here, wasn't it? Black probe on ground. It was here. Yeah, and it's still here. Okay. So where does that go? It goes into the middle of this, what looks like a filter. And then it goes up here. So yeah, they're all shorted. And here. And it goes into the chip there, does it? I mean, it might be normal, but I doubt it. I hope it's not after me struggling to take that chip off. Right, I'm hoping I can still read that. What does it say? MediaTek ARM MT76. It's not going to be that, is it? Right, it is MediaTek. It's a highly integrated single chip combining Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I don't think it's that. But then why were all those components shorted? Surely they shouldn't be. I mean, have we got shorts on anywhere else around there? Or is it just on that line coming in? Because it's possible it's coming from somewhere else anyway. So it is just here. Which is there. I mean, could it be that? I mean, I can't see how that would not make the touchscreen work. But I mean, I don't know. So where's the short coming from? It could be here, because they're all shorted to ground. It could be any of these capacitors, whatever these blue things are. But they all seem to be going through this. So what is that? Is it a filter? Let's take that off. We should be able to see which side the short is now, because we've taken that off. So black probe on ground. Where is it? It's... Right, so it's not shorted now. So that rail, which was before, is no longer shorted, which means it's this side. So it's either this capacitor, this blue thing, or the chip. But that track there isn't connected directly to the chip, it's from there. So it's anything on this rail here, I think. Let's try taking that capacitor off. Right, now let's see if that short is still there. Yes, it is. So that made no difference. I don't know what these blue things are. I mean, it could be that cap there, couldn't it? Because that is feeding that, which is feeding that, which is bringing it onto this line. That's the only other capacitor I think that's connected and shorted. Okay, let's do that one. Right, now let's see if that's still there. With the short. It certainly is. I mean, this could be normal, couldn't it? Let's try it on ohms, just... It's 0, it's a dead short. Yeah, it's not right, that can't be right. So it's neither of those two capacitors. It could be one of those blue things. Are those blue things capacitors? I don't know. Now I have to take everything off, aren't I? To find out. Still there. Well, interestingly, so it's not here now. So it's definitely on this line here. So it's either the chip from this point here. Yeah, it's either the chip from there, or it's... I mean, they're not connected to ground. It's the chip. It's got to be. It's not that capacitor. It's not that capacitor. This side is no longer grounded. So that capacitor is now good because I've removed that. So it's this line here. That capacitor was okay. So it's going to be the chip. So I mean, I still don't understand how that could cause the touchscreen to not work. Am I missing something here? Well, I'll tell you what. Now I've taken that filter off, which it means the rest of this part of the circuit is not shorted. Let's see if somehow that is connected to wherever the touchscreen is. I mean, it could be. So we've isolated the short, so the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are not going to work. But let's see if miraculously the touchscreen now starts working. Right, I put it loosely back together. Let's plug it in. Well, it still comes on. That's a good start. There we go. No. Right, so that had nothing to do with it.
To get started, please select your device language.
I can't.
To hear the languages spoken out loud, swipe right or left anywhere.
Yeah. No, okay. Still doesn't work. Let's have a look at this ribbon cable. Oh, that's hot. Oh, wow. That's red hot. Let's get the thermal cam on that. Holy moly. 140 degrees C. Right, that's something inside here. Oh, okay. So maybe that Wi-Fi thing had nothing to do with it, or maybe it's got two faults. Right, I need to unplug that because that is ridiculously hot. So that's something underneath this bit here that was stuck down. Oh, okay. Right, let's see. How do we get that out? Or do I have to work on it like that? I think it's all stuck down with glue, and I don't really want to go messing with that if I don't have to. So let's see if we can, let's get this under the microscope and see if we can peel away this sort of Captain Tape stuff on the top and have a look at the components under there. Okay, so what have we got under there? And how do we get under there? Oh, this is hard to get off. Alright, there we go, we got it off. So we've got a chip. Of course we've got a chip. We've got a capacitor that looks like it's... No. Diode, some more capacitors, right. Does that look like that's... Oh, he's got more stuff on it. Has he got another sticker on it, or is that just... Is that like glue? Just got like a glue coating all over it. I'm just going to put a blob of hot glue down here to try and stop this thing from moving around. Right, well that capacitor has come away there, and I don't know whether that's probably just me poking around, but oh, this is a nightmare. Yes, that was a nice big bit. Right, well, there's definitely no short there. You can see that now. See if I can get this bit off, and then I'll... Yes. Yes. Right. I can get to the little components now. Let's see if any of that is shorted. Okay. Right, so that cap's shorted. It did seem to be coming from this side. Let's see if that one is. No. So it's either going to be this cap or the chip. Yeah. Right, I need to put that one back on, otherwise I'm going to lose it. This is going to be really difficult because I've got to try and do this without melting. Because this is obviously like a plastic. Right, while this is still warm then, let's try and take this one off. So here's the cap shorted, now it's off the pads. I think it is, it's just really hard because it's moving around. It is. That capacitor's shorted. Let's take it away and see if the pads are shorted. No. Problem might just be that one capacitor. It might work without it. But I can test that one. And it may be the same. So if it doesn't work without it, then I can try and put one in. Let's measure that one just in case. 2.1 microfarad. Unfortunately, I have melted some plastic. Right here. I mean, it has got glue on it, but the plastic itself has melted. So, I'm going to have to reset my counter. 182 days. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's now going to be 0. Oops. Oh no. It's not coming on at all now.
VoiceOver Steve again. Just trying to hurry this along. Basically, I take the speaker out to get to the power supply and I realised that one of the ribbon cables wasn't plugged in properly. It was as simple as that. It took me about half an hour to come to that realization, but that's because I'm an idiot. Okay, let's carry on.
Right, let's just try again now. Yes. Right, okay. Whew. The good news is now Alexa's not going to say anything to us either. Is the touchscreen going to work though? Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, it works. Wow. Right, so now well, obviously the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth is not going to work because I've pretty much disconnected that entire circuit. I think I should probably put it back to how it was because it might have been normal. Oh, that's amazing. If only I'd have looked at that area first. Right, let's go back to the Wi-Fi bit. Try and put it back how it was, if I can. Oh, I've got the shake so bad. What I should do is I should check... Shush! What I should do is I should check to see if the short's still there, because it's very possible that that capacitor was put in the short there. But I don't know. Let's find out. Put it on continuity. There we go. But that one... Oh, it's still there. But maybe it is normal. I don't know. I should put it back together and test it, see if the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth works like that. But I don't think it will. Right, let's try that now. Come on. Please come on. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes.
Hello. Ready for setup?
Amazing.
Would you like to turn on vision accessibility features?
No. Right, this is the moment of truth, isn't it? It's found a network. Okay. Again, I can never remember my password. No way. Okay, I'll just put my Amazon details in. No way. Right, I'm going to put it fully back together. I'm going to put the screws back in. I'm also... Do I need to put this shield back on? I suppose I do, don't I? So I need to do that. Yeah, because it's got like a thermal pad on it. So that back on, screws in, plate back on the bottom. Let's do that. And then we'll see if it fully works. There we go. Oh yeah. Play BBC Radio 2.
Playing BBC Radio 2.
BBC Sounds.
When you hold a girl in your arms.
Play Spotify.
Sure. Here's Spotify.
Don't want to get done for copyright again. Right, it's fully working. I've tested it. It was obviously a bit of a wild goose chase, that Wi-Fi thing. Still don't understand why that rail was shorted, but it was obviously supposed to be, because it's working and it's on Wi-Fi. It's playing Spotify. Yeah, so the actual only fault with it was the touchscreen, and it was that little tiny capacitor that I do have somewhere. Here it is. You can't even see it. It's there. There. It's like the world's smallest capacitor. It just looks like a speck of dirt. And yeah, that's all that was wrong. Which is really interesting. Or is it? Stupid echo.
I know it's out of fashion and a trifle uncool, but I can't help it, I'm a romantic fool. It's a habit of mine to watch the sun go down. On Echo Beach, I watch the sun go down.